I'm Amber Davies and welcome to Call to Stage. This is the space where musical theatre takes centre stage. From unforgettable backstage stories with incredible special guests to insights from my life and my theatre journey. We're leaving it all on the mic every single week, so let's jump in. Hi guys, welcome back to Call to Stage, Gatsby Edition, with me, Amber Davies. I have one of my favourite company members next to me. It's the incredible Joel Montague.
Am I one of your favourite company members?
No, just so you know for this. No, you are.
Thank you.
You are.
I should be.
You're a legend. I knew you were a legend before we started because we were voice noting before
We were.
rehearsals. And I was like,
Getting the goss, weren't we?
I had a video of his gorgeous daughter and he called me Auntie Ams before we even started rehearsals. And I was like, we're going to get along.
Yeah, we're going to be friends.
Before we start, I need to ask you one question that I ask everyone. And that is, have you got a pre-show ritual as George Wilson?
Not really, no. I play a bit of PlayStation.
Call Carrie.
That's about I do FaceTime Carrie, yeah. FaceTime, normally bath time. It's normally Mabel's bath time, yeah.
I love that.
So I guess that's a new thing.
I'll go out for a wee at about 7:10,
Yeah.
and Joel will be at the top of the corridor on FaceTime. And I think that's so sweet.
Yeah, it's cute. It's cute.
We'll get into all that. We'll get into being a father in the
Being a
industry
daddy,
because
yeah.
I have single-handedly watched Joel be a leading man, doubling up with Hamilton and Gatsby rehearsals and Gatsby Tech, and be a dad. And
Yeah.
it's
Mental.
wait, did I say the dad bit at the start?
Yeah.
I am in awe of you.
Bless you.
You know I am.
That's really sweet of you. I mean, a lot of people do it, but that time was very crazy, wasn't it?
And I witnessed it.
You witnessed it, yeah.
With next to you.
Me walking in like a zombie.
Yeah, and I felt like the words "I'm tired" cannot come out of my mouth when I'm next to Joel Montague. Babe, you trained at Guildford.
I did.
I didn't know this about you.
Guildford School of Acting, yeah.
Because I thought you were untrained.
I mean, you would probably think that by my performance, to be honest.
No, I'm joking.
You'd be like, oh, he's never trained.
This is his West End debut.
What is he doing? Like, what's he doing?
Do you know what a 5-minute call is?
Right. No, I don't, to be honest. No.
Did you enjoy Guildford?
I did, yeah. I mean, I think it's like you've been to drama college. It's like every drama college. There's pros and there's cons, isn't there? And I always think that question that a lot of young people ask us now is, where should I train? And I'm like, well, I only trained at one place. Mm-hmm. So it's very hard to answer that because I only have one experience and also at a certain time. Yeah. Like 15 years later, it's very different.
You would not even believe, would you, that Joel trained 15 years ago?
Yeah, just those places that you do.
Yeah, cheeky.
Yeah.
Did you only audition for Guildford?
I did, yeah.
So your heart was set on Guildford?
Well, it was a bit of a weird experience because I knew of RADA and I knew of Bristol Old Vic, but I didn't really want to do straight acting because I loved to dance at that time. So I just wanted to do musical theatre. And it was a student, my mum's got a dancing school back at home. And
does she?
Yeah, one of her old students, an actor called Terence Maynard's, he's still in the business now. He did the acting course at Guildford. So that's how I heard of Guildford and I found out they did a musical theatre course.
And all your stars fell in line?
Yeah, luckily.
And do you think training's important?
I do. I don't think everyone has to train. I don't think you have to have your money go, well, I have to train. I won't succeed if I don't train. Yeah. It is easier if you do because there's a lot of lessons that you learn in training that you can take through into the business. I don't think it's the be-all and end-all, but I do think it's a really good grounding.
Yeah, I like that. I like that answer. Let's talk about why you're all here. Gatsby Edition. We're going to dig into Gatsby. We're going to give you all the tea. We will talk about Hamilton as well and the incredible CV that Joel has. Okay, let's go. George Wilson came into the inbox.
Yeah.
And you thought, audition came up. What did you think?
I didn't really know a lot about Gatsby. I'd obviously seen the viral TikToks that we'd all sort of seen.
Yeah, New Money.
New Money, Miss Amber Davies. But yeah, I didn't really know much about the show. I didn't know the book, really, if I'm honest. I knew the film.
Yeah.
And when I saw the character, obviously a lot of the previous characters I've played before in the industry has been quite comical.
Yeah.
And he was darker. And I think selfishly, as you do, you kind of go, oh, I wonder how other people will see me playing a role that's slightly different.
Okay.
And that was why.
A lot of depth with George
Yeah,
Wilson.
yeah. Especially the ending, it's heavy, isn't it? So we won't do any spoilers, but it's heavy.
No, and also you are a key part of the story.
Yeah, at the end, yeah.
Like,
definitely.
it's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, you know, we've spoken a lot. I've seen you side stage. What tools do you use to get somewhere as dark as that?
Yeah, it's hard because also I think when you've played comical roles, you can take a lot. Like your comedy can be very dark as well, which doesn't help. So you can find a lot of things funny that, let's say, you shouldn't necessarily find funny.
Yeah, we have the same humor.
Right. And so I have to think really deep about people that I care about, which isn't the best thing. But then also what I do have is I'm able to come off stage with a wonderful cast who snap me out of that.
Yeah.
And I think that's really important. Because I think if you didn't have the triggers of the other people, you'd stay. Yeah, you'd stay in that. And I think people, as we know from film and TV, have done those roles and they've really suffered from it. Yeah.
It's a big ask. It's a big responsibility.
Yeah.
You know, are you enjoying going to those places that you necessarily haven't been before?
Yeah, I think it's like everything. Every job has a challenge, and this has been that challenge. It's like, oh no, I can do it. When I'm given the opportunity, I can do it.
Yeah.
But obviously, when you don't do it for such a long time, or even if you've never done it, because sometimes when you're at college, you do different kind of shows. But do you ever really do anything that depth? I don't know if you do.
Oh, not in college.
Exactly. So sometimes, like, you then are waiting for that opportunity in the industry, and sometimes it never falls across your lap. So
are you surprised that?
Yeah, I think so. I think you do get surprised at yourself sometimes. You're like, oh yeah, I can. Okay, so I can do that. But I think you do that with every job. I think that you find out things that you're like, oh, I didn't even realize I could do that.
Yeah. And that's what I love about this industry. You never stop learning.
No.
Ever. And you always there's always jobs that you think, this is going to challenge me. I love that.
Yeah.
You know, you can have such a fruitful career if you just push yourself to those limits that you didn't think you'd be able to go.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's like I guess with you with New Money, when you started it, you're like, oh God. And by the end of it, it's easy because even when you train at Erdang, you can sing and dance, can't you, at the same time? But then you're going, but I haven't done, like, you're doing that every day at college.
Yeah.
When you're not doing it every day in the industry.
No.
So you have to build your stamina back up again.
I know.
Right.
And it's a long number. Honestly, guys.
It's long.
If you'd have seen me at the start of rehearsals, I would be dripping.
You were killing it though.
Wet. And I would not be able to talk for 2 minutes because I was just catching my breath back. And it's incredible what your body can do.
Also while doing character, also while breaking into different scenes, also like it's a lot. That number is a lot.
It is a lot.
It's a lot.
I think it will be one of the toughest, one solo number I do in my career.
For sure.
But I'll love it.
Mm-hmm.
Thoughts and feelings about working opposite Miss Rachel Tucker?
I hate her. Isn't she awful? Tucker is the best. I mean, not only am I a fan of Rachel, I mean, who isn't a fan of Rachel Tucker? She's just a great person. And I think that's the thing. What's so important of when you're partnerships, like with yourself and Corbin, I think you don't have to get on. It just helps if you really get on. And when you do, and do you know what's interesting? I was speaking to my wife about this, like when you're able to talk about the scene with a person without it sounding like you're giving each other notes.
Yeah.
When you're able to just discuss things and realize that maybe, okay, I need to change my approach here. Maybe Rachel will change her approach there. Do you know what I mean? To help each other get the best out of the scene.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I think people don't think that their ego comes into play. And
no ego.
You know, why are you giving me notes? And I'm like, hang on a second, we're working as a team to get the story right. Yeah. So
me and Corbin are quite like that. I could say anything to Corbin, he could say anything to me, and I didn't.
Well, you both love it.
Yeah.
You actually appreciate it because you're like, you want each other to be better.
Yeah. Or we want this specific moment to be better for the people watching.
That's the best way to put it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I want you to be better, so I'm going to note you. Basically, that's what I just said. That's what I just said. Not what I meant.
Me, Joel, and Rachel, we are either in my room or
Rachel's room.
We're on the same corridor, and we're in there until we push it, don't we?
Oh, easily, like sometimes the 5.
Yeah, and I'm like, guys, I have to go now because
I've got no wig on. I've got
no wig on. I've got no eyelash on. But I love those. Like, and as well, we don't. It's very rare you don't talk about some people in the industry. All you talk about is the industry you're with. And like, I love that we talk about all things life.
Yeah, everything.
Everything.
Nothing's really off the table with us three, is there?
No. And then our company manager, Michael, comes in and he's like...
There's no point me going to other rooms because you're always in here.
Yeah, and I think I'm going to leave the conversation that I just entered. Your favourite person to work with in Gatsby? I think that's
apart from
it's just
Davies?
it's just the obvious one.
I mean, so my scenes, I really pretty much have them with Rachel or John Robbins and a little bit with John Owen Jones.
Yeah.
And then one moment with Jamie Moscato, which we won't ruin.
Oh yeah, that moment.
It's so funny because like Carrie's worked with Jamie obviously quite a few times. And like I work with Jamie and I'm like, do I work with Jamie?
I never see him.
Do I just do like one thing?
I don't see Jamie.
No, and it's that show is so weird. We were saying this to Frankie, weren't we? Like, how about us name dropping all the cast? But basically like we all sort of sporadically sort of see each other, don't we? But we like it's like percentages of how much we see each other in the show.
Yeah.
The 8 of us are so passing ships.
We are. And there's a moment we have off stage.
One Way Road.
Love, and if he's late,
you're furious.
Sit there like,
yeah, you and Corbin are furious if I'm late.
Yeah, because it's my favourite part of my backstage track.
It's because I do a variety of performances, don't I?
And it's so funny because Joel's just about to do this like crossover at the back of the stage. And if you guys saw him before, like it is...
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's the funniest like snap I've ever seen into his character and go. Because what we get beforehand...
You get a performance.
Oh my God, I'm literally crying. It's the best.
I give you options, don't I?
Need to know.
With the baby.
And baby is Baby Lillian. I named
Baby Lillian. Is that Baby Lillian? Is that what you named her?
She's Lillian to me.
Okay. I didn't name her. She's a prop at the moment. Maybe I should make more of her.
I'm obsessed. Please can we talk about the fact that you doubled up during rehearsals whilst doing Hamilton, King George.
Yeah.
And full-time dad.
Yeah.
How did you do it?
I don't know to this day. I've got, my gorgeous wife is busy on tour. She's obviously, as she should be, absolutely nailing it as usual. And she's kind of like, it's so important that obviously a lot of people have opinions of parenting and things. And for me and Carrie, in our industry, sometimes you feel like if you're not working, you kind of get forgotten about, And I think what's really important is that we both maintain that we want to do jobs that we would really like to do. And we will always do that because if you do that while raising kids, then your kids see that you are working hard as well.
I'm passionate.
Right. And hopefully they will then feed off that, and whatever industry they go into, they will be the same. Of course I found it hard. I found it really difficult. We've got an amazing nanny who helps out, Lois. She's been a godsend, and yeah, you just do it.
You do.
You just do it. You make it work. You organise. It's like even now Carrie's off this week, so she's helping out a lot more because she can. Just things like that.
It's just such a difficult question. Like I'm turning 30 next year, and it's always like, when is the right time to have a child in this industry? And I think it's never. Lockdown
was the best time, wasn't it?
And I got a dog instead.
Yeah, and there was so many girls I know in the business that actually had kids.
Yeah.
During lockdown.
And it's like, there is never a right time.
No.
So you are, I said to Rachel, because Rachel's got a gorgeous 12-year-old son.
Yeah, Ben, yeah.
Which is wild because she looks 12 herself.
Yeah.
She said, Amber, there's never a right time.
No.
You've just got to do it. And before you know it, you blink, they're in school.
Yep.
So like these like more difficult moments, although they're beautiful, it is temporary, even though like she's growing into the most beautiful.
I know, but also like even selfishly as I am, because our industry is very selfish in what we do, but I was fortunate enough to be playing King George, which is an incredible role in an incredible show. And then I had another West End show opportunity to come up. So it's not so easy just to turn them down.
No.
You know what I mean? You've kind of got to go, well, no, I've got to take this opportunity because after this job, I might not have one.
No, I I know.
So therefore, I do become, you're a full-time parent anyway, but you do become a parent that doesn't go and do that kind of theatre job, you know.
Also, I feel like something won't present itself to you if it's not right for you. Right. So it's like when those moments come, you do have to grab them by its horns. Yeah,
absolutely.
King George. Oh my gosh. I saw Joel playing King George. I generally thought he was... It's the same situation. I thought you were doing the whole show to me.
I was.
Yeah.
I knew you and Ben were in, so I was like, right, what I'll do is I'll perform it directly to Amber and Ben.
Did we know we were working together? No, we didn't.
No, we did not at the time.
We did not know.
We'd met each other very briefly. Remember, like, Bring It On. I think I've met Ben a couple of times.
Yeah. And I was just about to do the live show with your wife.
That was right.
Yeah. And I'd met Carrie a good handful of times.
You did a gig with Carrie.
But I didn't know her to sit down and have like a conversation with her, like obsessed with you both.
We're obsessed with you.
I'm obsessed with you guys.
We're obsessed with you. Stop.
Audition process for King George.
Self-tape.
Right.
Meeting with the associate team, then a final with Tommy Kail and Alex Lackamore on screen, which I was fangirling incredibly hard because I'm a massive fan of both of them, especially Lack. Yeah. I mean, he's just like a musical genius, that dude.
Yeah.
And then obviously I met Lynn briefly when he came to see us. Limo and Miranda, pick up that name. Yes, I know.
We have a story about
But Lynn. It is normal. But it is normal with Hamilton that Lynn or those guys pop in. Yeah.
That's lovely.
It's one of the only shows where the original creative team come and visit at least once a year and keep checking on the show. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, they are very, very protective, rightfully so.
Yeah.
But they care about it.
Yeah. And how long were you in Hamilton for exactly?
So I did 3 contracts, but I did 2.5 years.
Yeah,
because I left a little bit to do Just for One Day. And then I left early to do Great
Gatsby. We have a really good question here from someone called Lewis, who is
Lewis.
part of our Patreon. How do you keep a performance fresh when doing a long-running contract? Obviously, you were in Hamilton for 2.5 years, playing King George. How did you keep it fresh?
Pro Plus, Red Bull. No. How do you keep it fresh? It depends. I think it depends on the role.
Mm-hmm.
I think when something like George Wilson, when you're working opposite someone, I think it's easier because you're working opposite someone else who is also trying to keep it fresh as well.
Yeah.
When you're King George and you're on your own, you have the same beats, the same timing, the same storytelling, and you have to find inflections. But the one great thing about George is it doesn't matter, King George, I should say, whatever mood you're in, it doesn't matter. You could be in the worst mood in the world and you can play that role brilliantly because he can look at the whole audience like a piece of dirt and it works.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. So weird because King George comes out 3 times, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Basically singing the same melody, different words.
Yeah.
George Wilson
comes out
3 times.
Yeah.
Sings the same melody with 3 different words. That is mental to me.
It is, and also sends me slightly crazy.
Yeah.
But it's fine.
Yeah. How do you even
positions on the stage?
Really?
Yeah. Positioning on the stage.
That is so interesting. I never thought about it.
As long as I can remember the first couple of lines, I'm pretty much all right because of the blocking.
Okay.
So like King George, You'll Be Back is dead center. What Comes Next, downstage left. I Know Him, walking on, and you see George Washington leave. So, Your
lyrics.
They say George Washington's. Yeah, that's how you remember, sort of thing.
That is so interesting.
Yeah.
Now, please, can we talk about your West End debut? You were 21 years old. Swing.
I was, yeah.
Billy Elliot.
2 years.
2 years did you do that?
Did 2 years at Billy Elliot, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you were a graduate out of college.
Yep.
And you went in. Mm-hmm. And had you done any swing preparation?
No, I think what helped was because I'd had a big dance background, I was good at can you do that on the other foot? Yeah.
Okay.
Can you do the opposite side? You know, it's like a dance. Do you know what I mean? You learn those sort of tricks when you've danced for years.
Yeah.
You can switch quite quickly.
Yeah.
I think if you have that part of your brain that works, luckily I was like that with harmonies as well. I could flip onto different harmonies. Yeah. So therefore, a swing, it wasn't easy, but I would say it was easier for me.
Okay.
Because I think that part of my brain could do that.
Yeah, it was active.
Yeah.
It was there. It was present.
Yeah.
like when you actually go on for, like, say you get swung on mid-show or whatever.
I had 2 weeks off.
What?
I was off stage for 2 whole weeks in 2 years on Billy Elliot. I was always on. Yeah.
Oh
Mm-hmm.
my gosh.
Yep.
Who was your two Billies?
I didn't have to. I had loads.
Oh.
We had 4 or 5 at a time in different contracts. So Leighton Williams, he finished as Billy on the Saturday night, and I opened a swing on the following Monday.
Oh my god!
And then I worked with Leighton on Kiss Me Kate later on when he was an adult.
Oh my god!
How about when he was an adult? But you know what I mean, like that.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So I guess sort of Leighton passed me by, but Tom Holland was one of my Billies. Yeah.
Why have you? You are such a big name dropper, and you've never.
That's like the worst insult in the world. You drop all these names. I mean, it's true, but yeah, they yeah. So Tom was one of my Billies. Dean Charles Chapman, he was in Game of Thrones. They've all gone on to do really good things, though. So yeah.
Tom Holland, like, was your Billy?
He was, yeah.
Why do you not tell people that every day?
Because I don't know, really. It's because I think it's because I'm not really in contact with Tom anymore. So it's. Otherwise, it seems a little bit like, oh, you're best mates with him. No, I've not really heard from Tom. Randomly, though, I did, when I was doing School of Rock, I did bump into him in Covent Garden just before he was announced as Spider-Man. Yeah, that was funny. Because I think I'd known that he'd got it.
Okay.
There was like reports that he got it, but nothing was official. But he was sort of a little bit incognito, like walking around Covent Garden, which was quite funny.
Isn't that lovely? Like how... He was Billy Elliot in our West End, and look at him now.
Very, very talented boy.
Yeah.
Very talented boy. They all were, though. They all were.
And then, let's just read through some of what Joel's done. Sister Act, Tour, Rocky Horror.
Do you want a name drop on that one?
Yeah, go on.
Cynthia Erivo.
Can you name drop on all these?
Cynthia Erivo was my Dolores. That was Cynthia Erivo, Julie Atherton. Yeah.
One word to describe Cynthia Erivo. Go.
Unbelievable. No other words. Just unbelievable.
Oh my gosh. You in Town.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
I loved You in Town. Is that the one that was by Les Mis?
Yeah, that was like John Slinger, Jenna Russell.
I had to do a dissertation on that.
Rich Fleischman did that one.
Oh my gosh. You know, when I was little, I told you this the other day, didn't I? When I was little, and he won, what show did he win? Soap Star to Superstar.
Superstar, yeah, because he did Corrie, didn't he?
He did Corrie,
yeah.
And when I was little and he won it, I think I was about, I don't know, 7, 8, and I was like, I'm going to marry him.
I mean, Celinda did.
Yeah. And like rightfully so, because
and also he's
Celinda.
a very talented, they both are.
I know. I need to get them both on this pod.
Yeah, they're hilarious together.
Really?
Yeah, brilliant.
Producers.
Yeah, with Manford, Jason Manford, Ross Noble, Louis Spence.
Wow.
Yeah.
Eddie and Funny Girl.
With Sheridan.
Yeah. We love a bit of Sheridan.
Love a bit of Sheridan.
Alternate Dewey Finn in School of Rock.
Yeah, that was with David Finn. Lovely David Finn.
Fat Friends.
That was with quite a few. Jodie Prenger, Sam Bailey.
You love Sam Bailey, don't you?
Love Sam Bailey. Love Jodie. Love Prenger as well. She's amazing. Freddie Flintoff. I shared the role with Freddie on that.
That's crazy.
Yeah, Freddie's great.
Who's the most famous person you've got in your contacts, apart from Carrie Hope Fletcher? Who was also...
Tom. Probably a brother.
Oh, yeah.
A brother and sister-in-law. Yeah, I don't know. Like, there's quite the people that I've worked with, basically. Yeah. Apart from being married into now quite a well-known.
The correct answer was Amber, but don't
Amber Davies.
Kiss Me Kate.
Yeah, that was Leighton was one of them, but a whole lot of great people in that.
Guys and Dolls in Paris.
Yeah,
Love that.
Great. Lived in Paris for 3 months. It was amazing.
Wow.
That was Stephen Mear production.
I have never worked with Stephen Mear.
Oh my God, he'd love you.
But he follows me on Instagram, and we are committed to liking every single post
he is
put out.
One of the best people ever. So brilliant.
Oh, I love that.
I love Stephen.
Falsettos.
Yeah.
Waitress.
That was with Sarah Bareilles. And Gavin Creel, the late great Gavin Creel. Yeah.
Wow. How?
And I should say Lucy Jones and David Hunter. Of course. They were also unbelievable.
For me, I think that Waitress situation was like a wow moment for our industry.
I mean, yeah. I can't tell you what it was like, because being on stage with, not just being on stage with Sarah, I mean, Gavin I've been a fan of ever since college. So that for me was a massively full circle moment. And Marisha I sort of helped do his vigil at in London when he passed away, and it was just like such a special night because the amount of people that came, like Sonia Freeman was there, Kevin McCullum was there, big producers, big directors, all of his cast, like Mormon Hair, they were all there. And that just showed you how much love there was for Gavin over in London, let alone Broadway.
Yeah, exactly.
And he was just the most glorious human, Gavin Creel, and I'm, forever going to miss him, and so will this industry. And working with him and then Sarah and doing Sarah's work in front of Sarah, but then hearing her sing that score, it was like you were just playing a CD and it was just a voice. And that's no disrespect to Lucy or Desi or any of the girls that sung it, but there was just something about Sarah singing her own score that made it special, and it was special.
And I feel like, was there like no dry eye in the building?
It was just, the crowds went mental. Like they just went, because the minute you hear Sugar Butter, because every recording of Waitress, the sugar butter is Sarah's voice. So no matter what production in Waitress you hear, it's always Sarah's voice.
Oh, wow. Okay.
But then when it goes into Sarah's voice in real life, you're like, wow. Wow.
Oh my gosh. Would you say that is one of your favourite contracts?
Yeah.
Up there?
That probably Funny Girl and probably You're in Town, and of course Great Gatsby, and of course Hamilton. There's just so many for so many different reasons.
Yeah.
I'm very, very, very lucky. Very lucky.
What's been your favourite theatre to perform in?
I guess I would have to say the Victoria Palace because it was my first job in Billy.
Yeah.
And then obviously I played King George there.
Okay, so
I'd say the Victoria Palace. Yeah,
moment.
that was and also I had the same MD.
Oh.
So Chris Hatt, who MD'd me, and Billy Elliott, who gave me my first job, was then the MD when I was King George.
Oh, I love that.
So that's like, there's been a lot of wonderful. That's like the same thing with Gavin, being a fan of Gavin, then working with him, and just very
also
lucky.
I feel like with Hamilton, you've mentioned this online before, but it was like it was a big part of your life, wasn't it? Meeting
Huge.
Carrie.
Yeah, huge.
Marrying Carrie.
I met her the week before I started rehearsals.
How did you meet?
We briefly met, kind of like we bumped into each other in the exact same way that we would do in the industry. Do you know what I mean? Like you bump into each other, see each other on the odd night out. Hi, yeah, hi. Know of each other. Hi, hello, blah, blah, very polite. And then we both went to see School of Rock at the New Wimbledon Theatre because we had a couple of mutual friends in it. And it was her night off of Cinderella by chance. Happened to go the same night. Saw each other at stage door. We were just, chatting and, it's all cool, all nice. And then, we just started then. She followed me then on Instagram. Obviously, I followed her. But then she followed me. And then we sort of just messaged and then exchanged numbers. And then we had a FaceTime.
Oh.
And we had a 2-hour FaceTime. Which was weird because it was nothing more than friendly. But it was just like, this is... The next stage from this is
a date.
To go on a date. And at that time it wasn't the right timing. And then she invited me to a book launch. I went to a book launch. A couple of weeks later, asked her on a date. Went on a date.
Where did you go?
We went, how stage is this? She invited me to a screening it was the new Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness.
Okay.
So we met on Trafalgar Square steps, went to the screening, went to Balance, house staging.
Oh, we love a Balance.
Went to Balance, and that was it. And then 5 months later, engaged.
What?
3 months later.
Wait, how many months?
So May was our first date, engaged in the October, married in the Feb.
You just knew?
Baby on the following March. Yeah. We knew on the first. I would say... the first 3 hours easily, I was like, oh, this person's going to be my wife. Don't know why. Obviously, there's reasons why, but there's pros and cons with every person that you meet in a relationship, isn't there? But there was just something in my heart of hearts. So it was like, oh, this is it.
Yeah, duh.
Oh, yeah, duh.
I've got
Easy.
to say, like, the way Joel speaks about Carrie is like, you are her number one fan, like, genuinely.
Yeah, massively. And, in fairness to her, she's mine.
Yeah.
But we just don't, I guess, I did very early on sort of shout from the rooftops about her, but I think whether people want to, whatever they want to call it, but for me, it's support and love and gratitude. And also in this industry, and you'll know this with Ben, you get torn down everywhere you go. Like you get rejected every single day, no matter how successful you are, you still get rejected. Yeah. So to have the person that you love, who is your best friend, be the foundation for you to always have that support, it's kind of vital in a relationship. Yeah. So especially with both of us being in this industry.
Yeah. And you're a great team when it comes to Mabel.
Yeah. I mean, she's the most insane mum. She's by far, like, she's unbelievable as a mother. Like, I can't tell you, like, what she does and how she is with Mabel. She's far better than me. Like, I'm good with Mabel in, like, logistics.
Yeah.
Carrie is just...
pure heart.
Oh, my God. Never seen anything like it.
Oh, my God. That makes me want to cry. And then before we move on to our Patreon questions, we have one from lovely Kim, which I'll be asking. What's the most special moment in your career that you'll never forget? Whether that's a day, whether that's a performance.
God, that's hard.
I know, you've probably had loads, but please, Joel, just pick one out for Christ's sake.
I would say Funny Girl.
Yeah.
Because I was a massive fan of Sheridan anyway. Before I was a big fan of 2 Pints of Lager, huge fan of 2 Pints of Lager, and to work opposite someone as skilled as her, in that way, and with that team, with Alan Williams and Michael Mayer and Lynn Page, like that amazing creative team, and it was just a wonderful thing to be part of. Funny Girl. It was a really, obviously it had some hard times at points. But I mean, working opposite her, that's something that I will always treasure, because I think she's such an incredible actress in our industry. And
she can do it all, really.
Oh, she can do everything.
Can do theatre,
she can never do anything wrong, Sheridan. And probably Sarah and Gavin. Really. Big. That's a beautiful moment to have the writer of the show be in the show and be part of that. Great. It's amazing. Yeah, I love that.
Isn't he just the best human ever?
Lies.
Thank you so much for listening, guys, and head over to our Patreon for the big old juicy questions.